If your occupation is not on the standard occupation lists, you can potentially still be sponsored by a company. Hi, this is Migration Agent Nicholas Yock, and today I'm going to discuss the company-specific labour agreement. Let's say, for example, you're a crane operator, a disability care worker, something along those lines, and you're living in a major city. Now, traditionally, you don't have any avenue to get sponsored. However, there is a pathway which allows you to still secure visa sponsorship and potentially permanent residency. The solution is for your employer to apply for a company-specific labour agreement. So look, these are quite technical things or quite technical applications to submit, so they're not easy. And if it's just one of you or they're trying to employ one person, then it might not be worth all the paperwork to do it. But if it's a decent sized company and they sponsor quite a few applicants, or could potentially look to, it might be worth the employer actually looking and pursuing this. Because if they do have this company specific labour agreement, it's not just for your visa, it could be for 10 people's visas, it could be for a lot of applicants. The company applies for a company specific labour agreement. They're looking to apply to sponsor an occupation that does not have the avenues through the normal relevant standard occupation list. So for example, if you are a sales and marketing manager, which is on the standard occupation lists, there's no need for your company to apply for this. But if your occupation isn't on the list, your company might want to look to go through it. Essentially what you're doing is you're petitioning, or the employer is petitioning the government, and they're saying, hey, there is a genuine need for us to employ this occupation. It's not covered on the standard occupation lists, and we need to employ this occupation. We need to show that the position cannot be filled by the Australian talent pool, and there is an exceptional need to bring in foreigners or sponsor foreigners to fill this role. Basically, with this application, your employer is going to want to show that this is only a temporary solution. So you're only doing this because you have no other option. You're going to want to show that the overseas workforce is no more than 1/3 of your total workforce of the company. You're going to want to show that in the future, you are looking to train Australians. You want to get Australians, but you just can't, right? So you're not trying to use this into the future forever. You just want to use it now or in the next several years because you really need them and you can't find Australian workers. You're obviously going to want to show that the business is in good standing, has the financial capacity to employ into the future. You want to show that you've advertised, can't find Australians to fill the role. You want to show that you've consulted with the industry, unions, relevant bodies, any community organisations, but you can't find a solution. So this is the only solution. Generally speaking, what happens once the company lodges the company specific labour agreement, it's gonna probably take about, let's say approximately 6 months for that to come through. Once that agreement has come through, they'll get a 15-20 page PDF which sort of goes through the requirements, and it'll say specifically how many positions the company can sponsor in that role every single year. So it might say, look, 5 in the first year, 6 in the second, etc. And basically, once they've got that company-specific labour agreement, the applicant or the company can then lodge the nomination for a normal 482 visa, and then the applicant can then apply for the visa. So it's not something that's quick, that can be done really like that, but if you've got enough time and the employer really wants you or really desperately needs that position, it could be a good option. We have migration agents skilled specifically in labour agreements. So if you or your company are looking for anyone to assist with the application, feel free to contact Pathway.Oz.